Hey, we wrapped up another great week at the Solomon Training Institute. Hey, listen, go ahead and book a call so that you can learn more about what we're doing. Go ahead, do it now. Just go ahead to the website www.moneymarketedge.com and go to this to the book a call area, and you can see what we have going on. Actually, this is what the website looks like, and this is what the book a call area is. So go ahead and do that, and you can book a call and kind of talk with us, and we'll go over the information that we go over each and every day. Now, very quickly, it's important to make sure that you understand that there are no guarantees. We do not promise you anything or guarantee anything, absolutely nothing. What we do is we promise that we'll give you a world-class education. So kind of stop this video and look at that and read that so you can have a clear understanding of that. So what we do is we offer you an education. We offer you learning and education. So in our educational system, the way we have it worked out is that you have 5 classes. First of all, you start with orientation, and there you would get to know our software, the broker, things of that nature, who they are and what their role is. And after that, then you go to your freshman class. When you go to this freshman class, you're going to learn the chart. You're going to also start learning what how the market moves, why it does what it does, when is it going to do what it's going to do, things of that nature. You'll learn the stages of delivery. You'll also learn how to interpret the intentions of the institutional leadership. Some people call them the smart money, so that you can be in line with them. After you finish that class, you'll go to the sophomore class. This is the class where you get the keys. In other words, how do I open the door? How do I unlock the door to a particular position that will potentially give me a profit? How do I do that? This is where we go over our trade setups. Now, after we go over that, then now you'll go to the junior class. And the junior class is where you will learn how to manage trades. In other words, when you get into this trade, how do you manage it? So when an airplane takes off, the management is only just beginning, right? So you have to manage the runway, you have to manage the ascent, you have to manage as you travel at whatever altitude you're traveling at, then you have to manage the descent, then you have to manage the landing, right? So that's how a trade is. It has to be managed. And so that's what we do in that junior class. We teach you that. In the senior class, we put it all together. This is when you do your senior project, where you train 20 days without losing your money while you're simulating. You come into the live tech room, things of that nature, and you will be in there, and you will kind of be able to ask questions as the market goes along. Once you do that, and now you will then get prepared to take your test for the prop firm that we work with. And so now what happens with this is that you go through an evaluation, and after you go through an evaluation, some of them are 7 days, I would say 7 to 30 days, you go through an evaluation. And once you pass that evaluation, because of what you have learned here, once you pass that evaluation, then now you will become what they call a funded trader. So a prop firm will give you the money to trade, and all you do is just do what you've done. And so that can literally take you from zero to a hero, because you don't have to have the money yourself. You just have to have the skill, and you can then be managing accounts up to millions of dollars because you have the skill. And that's just a wonderful thing. It's just a beautiful thing that that you have the opportunity to do that now. And so you will just get with us, and we prepare you. We like to call ourselves the Kaplan of this industry. In other words, we prepare you to take funded training tests, so you can pass those tests. And it'll just be a great thing for you. You'll go through our curriculum. We'll teach you everything that you need to know. You'll go through our course goals. You would then go through our measurement process, where you would trade those 20 days, and you will be taught all the information that you need in order to put yourself in a position to be very, very successful potentially. So we love the fact that we can help you. Now, on Monday, there was in our room $765 per contract. Now, some people are trading one contract, some people are trading two. So if a person was trading 10 contracts, that would be $7,000. So now if you are working with a prop firm, then you would have enough money to trade 10 contracts, if that makes any sense. So that would be multiplied by 10. So on the next day, we had 220. Well, if you're trading with a prop firm, well, guess what? Now that 220 times 10, because you didn't have enough money to do that, that means on this day, instead of making $220 potential, you would have been able to make 2K. All right. So that's how that would look. So now on the next day, let's say now 665. Well, if you would trade after you get through our programs, well, now you made 6K. Does that make any sense? Okay. So now, and we have funded traders, there's some traders that's doing this, and so we'd love to have an opportunity to help you get to this rate. Now watch this. So 285 times what? 10. So now you have another what? 2K. Does that make sense? And so then today, which is Friday, so 940 times 10, if you were trading a funded account, that means 9K. All right. So this is a beautiful thing that we are able to potentially help you do. Now, here is the trade today. There's one trade. All right. So we follow our rules. We know that this is our opportunity. And right here, you see it, 200 votes right there. But now that's 200 if you trade a funded account times 10. You see, so that's 2K on just that one trade. Does that make sense? So that's one of the things that we can't wait to help you do. Here's the next trade, so that's 160. But you do that times 10, that's over 1,000, 580 times 10, right? So it's over 5K in one trade. Does that make sense? And so this is what we're able to help you do, that we've been, blessed to be able to help, so many people, get to this point. So Monday, April the 17th through Friday, April the 21st, 2008, 2,875. Now, what is that times 10? Right? You can do the math, right? So this is what we're able to, help you do, help position you so that you can be in position where you can put yourself in a great place, where you can put your family in a great place as well. And so, for example, this is what this is the company that we use. We have several different ones, but this is the one that I like. We don't have a profit share agreement with them or anything like this. But what happens is that you will go to this company and you will then fill out this information, and then you will become, what they call a funded trader. And then you'll be able to, realize, profit at a greater rate, because you're not doing it now. We have to be educated. So you're going to learn how to understand phase 1, which is locate, identify momentum, trouble, and day types. Phase 2, you're going to learn how to recognize favorable conditions. Phase 3, you're going to learn how to execute nameable trading setups. Phase 4, you're going to learn how to manage positions according to the plan. And then phase 5, you're going to learn how to execute a win or loss according to the plan. And you will be being evaluated when you go through your senior class. And each day that you trade, we have these violations that can be made. And what happens is that you're taught how not to do this. And this is what makes trading difficult for some people, because there's no criteria, there's no trading plan, there's no specific analysis, there's no way to measure their performance, there's no consistent approach, there's no way to improve because there is no trading plan. The results are always shaky. There is no feedback because if there's no criteria, no analysis, nothing to measure the performance. There's not. What can I tell you? Other than, well, trading is not for everyone and everyone can't do it. No. That's poppycock. That's not true. There is a way that you can be assessed. There is a way that you can be taught, and there's a way that you can be trained. And that is what we do at the Solomon Training Institute. We believe that it's the will of God that you prosper and that you do well. So it's a great thing that we have going, and we look forward to having an opportunity to talk with you, to share with you. Now, it won't happen overnight. You come in and you have to say, listen, I know that I have to learn, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the next 30 to 90 days, and I'm going to learn a skill where by then I can go and position myself to be a part of a particular prop firm, and then they will allow me and give me the money to trade, and then you'll be able to make your own way prosperous, as Joshua 1:6-8 so eloquently exclaims. So I look forward to having an opportunity to talk with you. And this is what you would do as when you become a student. You would go to our educational portal. So we have classes during the day. Okay, and then we have classes, Q&A sessions at night as well. It is a day, it is Monday through Friday, and at night is Tuesday through Tuesday and Thursday, shall I say. And you have educational portal. We also have workshops. That'll be scheduled as well to help you through this process, and you also can get one-on-one training if that's what you want to do, to enter into a one-on-one consulting contract so that it can just be you. And I need you to teach me this in one-on-one. We'll do that as well. We'd love to do that. We'd love to help you. And so what happens is you go to the educational portal, then you go to the educational portal. If you're a freshman, like for example, this is the freshman class, you would go. If you're a sophomore, you would go to this class, you would click here. And then after you click there, then you will put in your password for that particular class, and then you'd be in class. And what do you get with us? You get a daily Q&A session. You get software that'll help you with statistical absolutes. You get a strategy that's the same every single day and consistent. And then you get support to your teaching, to your class, to your other students and colleagues. We have made a pledge to help you. Point blank. In other words, we made a pledge to help you potentially make money. Like that's what we're gonna do, help you. And then guess what? That's gonna lead to success. I'd love for you to check out my book if you have not done so. I read it. It's just a little quick read. It's just kind of telling you how we do what we do. And if you need more information about what we do, guess what? Text the word profits to 94253, 94253 for more information. Or you can go to our website at themoneymarketedge.com, and we'd love to have an opportunity to share with you. Hey, God bless you. It's the will of God that you prosper, period.